It's no secret right now that homes in Surrey, they're taking longer to sell. And if you check the date on this video and when I posted it, you're going to see exactly what I mean. For the sixth consecutive month, inventory has surged. We've reached 8,350 active listing. Now that's 41% increase from June of 2023, making it a 5-year high, 5 years. And of course, with so many homes on the market here in Surrey, a lot of homes we're finding are sitting on the market, and it's leaving sellers kind of wondering if their home is ever going to sell and what they can do, if anything, to make sure that it does. And so in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 specific reasons why properties aren't selling. And just a quick heads up here also, I'm not calling out any specific sellers or their real estate agents here. I'm just giving you my perspective as someone who is totally data driven. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, my name is Glen Hopkins, and I create videos all about Canadian real estate and my local market of Surrey and White Rock, BC. So if that's something you're interested in, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel now, and that way you're not going to miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Also, if you'd like my help with either buying or selling a home here in the Surrey or White Rock area, there is a link in the description box below where you can schedule a call with me. And if you're anywhere else in Canada and you need a referral to a fantastic agent, don't worry, I've got you covered. I know amazing agents throughout the country, and I will gladly connect you with them. All right, let's get into it. So what are the numbers telling us right now? Well, in Surrey, looking at all of the asset classes combined, we have about 6 months of inventory. Now, what that means is that if we have no new listings that came to the market, it would take a full 6 months for all of the current homes listed to actually be sold. With 6 months inventory, it tells us that approximately 17% of active properties for sale right now, they will not sell within the next 30 days, which means approximately 83% of all of the homes currently listed will not sell in the next 30 days. And if you currently have a home listed for sale, or maybe you're considering listing your home for sale, you probably do not want to be among that 83 percentile. So let's go ahead and dive into why so many homes are not selling. The first and most obvious reason your home might not be selling is it's overpriced. Okay, so now this doesn't mean your home isn't great and it's not in a great location. It just means that the market doesn't agree with your current asking price. The current data, it tells us that if your home hasn't sold within 15 to 20 days here in the Fraser Valley, it's likely due to incorrect pricing. So what does it mean to be overpriced? Well, simply put, the market has a set range for what buyers are willing to pay for a particular type of home in a specific area. And with a home that is priced above that range, buyers are more than likely to simply overlook it. So even if your property has fantastic features, if it's not priced competitively, it's just not going to attract any offers. Because in today's market, buyers are very savvy and they have access to detailed market data. So they know very well when a property is overpriced. And if you notice other homes in your area are selling, but yours isn't selling, this is a clear sign that your pricing needs adjustment. And yes, you could wait for the market to catch up to your price. That might work, but only if significant changes occur, such as a drop in the interest rate or a sharp decrease in the current inventory level. And without these types of changing, your listing, it's just going to go stale and it's going to become what's called a decoy listing that makes other properties look better. The second reason your home might not be selling is if it's tenant occupied. Now, many buyers are going to be hesitant to purchase a tenant occupied property because, well, of the potential hassles and complications. They'd much prefer to buy a vacant property or an owner occupied property where they can move in without dealing with any of those tenant issues. And that's because tenanted properties, they often come with uncertainties. Questions such as, will the tenant actually leave on time before the buyer moves in? Or will they take good care of the property before the buyer moves in? And these are questions that really scare buyers away. Additionally, scheduling showings for a tenanted property can often be a challenging situation because, well, tenants, they need to be given proper notice. They need more notice to show a property, and frankly, they may not always accommodate the showings at a convenient time for the buyers who are wanting to view the property. Understandably, buyers want a hassle-free experience. They don't want to deal or worry about evicting tenants or negotiating with them in some way, shape, or form. And so it makes sense that tenanted properties are less attractive and they result in fewer showings and taking a longer time to sell, and often at lower sale prices. So if you're a seller with a tenanted property, I want you to consider negotiating with your tenants to have them vacate the property before you list it, if at all possible, because this can make your property that much more appealing to potential buyers. The third reason your home might not be selling is a lack of flexibility with showing. Now, buyers, they need to be able to see the property whenever it fits their schedule. And if your property isn't available for showings when the buyer wants to see it, they're more than likely just going to overlook it and move on to other options. Because in today's market, there are plenty of properties for buyers to choose from. And if they can't view your home at their convenience, they may not bother looking at it at all or even trying to reschedule it. Now, this is especially true for buyers who are viewing multiple properties in a single day. So if your home isn't available when they are out viewing, it could very likely be bypassed completely and totally forgotten. Now, with tenanted properties, there is a legal requirement to give 24 hours notice. But even with owner-occupied properties, being inflexible, it can turn buyers away. So you want to make sure that your property is available for showing as often as possible to attract the maximum number of potential buyers. By the way, if you're getting any value out of this video whatsoever, please do me a quick favor. Would you go ahead, hit that like button? It only takes a second, but it really helps me get the word out to other people just like you looking for this kind of information. So do me that solid, hit that like button. Go ahead, do it right now. All right, I appreciate it. Now, the fourth reason your home might not be selling is its price point. Now, this isn't about being overpriced, but it's about where your price falls within the market spectrum. So for example, condos that are over $1 million, they make up a very small percentage of the market. Whereas condos between 500 to 700,000, they represent the majority of all condo sales here in the Fraser Valley. So, if you have a condo, if your condo is priced over $1 million, you're targeting a smaller pool of buyers. And the higher the price, the fewer the buyers there are out there who can actually afford it. And this means, of course, your property, it might take a little longer to sell compared to other more moderately priced condos. And this, of course, goes for all property types, whether it's a condo, a townhouse, or a detached home. So even if your home is worth the higher price point, it's crucial to recognize that the buyer pool is going to be limited. So when looking at condos as the example, in contrast, condos that are priced between $500,000 and $700,000, they're going to attract a larger group of potential buyers, which therefore is going to increase the likelihood of a quicker sale. So understanding where your home fits within the market can help you set a realistic expectation and, of course, pricing strategies. The fifth reason your home might not be selling in today's market is a lack of staging. Staging, it's going to help buyers see the full potential of your property. And most buyers today, they want a move-in ready property and they don't want to do a lot of work. So understand that property staging can make your home look bigger, brighter. It can make it look its best and its most beautiful, which can significantly impact its sale. Also, it's worth noting that the National Association of Realtors, they've done multiple studies and they found that staged homes sell for an average of 6% higher than homes that are not staged. So that's very much worth thinking about. And when your property is staged, it's just going to show better in photos and of course in person. Now, staging, it highlights the best features of the property and it's going to help the buyers envision themselves living there in your home. And it creates a more emotional connection for them, which can be a powerful motivational factor when it comes to buyers buying a home. Now understand that staging doesn't necessarily mean making significant changes to your home. It can be simple things like rearranging furniture or decluttering and adding some decorative touches. The goal here is to make your property look inviting and move-in ready for that next owner. And as a bonus point, number 6, in today's market, your home might lack a wow factor. And this could be an amazing floor plan, a stunning view, or even just having a parking spot where other comparable homes may not have that. And if your property doesn't have an obvious wow factor, then price is going to be that wow factor. It has to be price to make your home stand out from everything else available on the market today. Ultimately, the wow factor is what's going to make your home unique and memorable for buyers out there. It's what's going to set it apart from the competition. And without it, your home's probably just going to blend in with the rest of the listings out there, making it harder to attract a buyer. So if your property does lack an inherent wow factor, you might need to be a little bit more aggressive with your pricing, or you're going to need to find other ways to make it stand out from the crowd. And you know, there's so much more to know about selling a home. So make sure that you watch some of the other videos popping up on the screen right now to help you make the right home selling decisions. And remember, go ahead, leave a comment below, share your thoughts, share your experiences. And of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to answer those questions. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video.